don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Looking for a crease, it's Fletcher. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Hurricanes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Maybe some room here. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target, and then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. He stopped well short of the line to gain at the 22. Not a chip shot field goal, but certainly makeable. We'll see what they do on 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
And the Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Right on the money. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Hurricane! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that's a great job finishing the drive. But, man, I got to go back. I love the 4th down call. Being aggressive. First drive of the football game for this offense. They set a tone. They cap it off. They create momentum to start.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Jones wants to throw it. That's reeled in. It's Brown. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
The run inside. It's Pryor. Still on his feet at the 45. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. This time he wants to throw. The short hands. It's Pryor. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And I think with Florida, man, it's all about the quarterback position. When it was rolling at its peak, right, it was Jesse Palmer and Tim Tebow. That guy was pretty good, too. But, like, finding that guy that can make the plays, I think bringing in Buster Faulkner is a big deal. They'll have a great offensive identity. But, Palmer, Florida's good when they got the trigger.
Well, the good news is they didn't have to leave the U.S. border to find the next guy like they did way back in the...
Throws toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Tight end now in motion. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Makes the grab. It's Pringle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Mensah. Looking for a big play. Reels it in down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Canes.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
And here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Got room to work. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And for a draw play to be successful, it's not just the quarterback that has to sell pass, but also the offensive line. The tackles really letting their defensive ends rush upfield, guards and centers passing their guys off at the last second, and then running down the field trying to get hats on hats in the second level. Beautiful execution.
Finding open areas. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Hey, coaches talk about it all the time, man. We want to run the football, get in manageable third down situations. Well, you don't have to worry about that. If you can just hand it to this guy and he gets you a first down and he gets you another first down, the ground game is really working. This offense has got it flowing.
Fires to the middle. With the catch, it's Brown. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Gators will have it first and 10. Running inside. It's Montgomery. Got enough space. Touchdown, Florida. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board. Turning it on! The 50, the 40, and the 30. 10. Touchdown, Miami! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone. You love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Gators offense ready to go on the attack. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
The Gators have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Montgomery. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Pickup of 11. First down for the offense.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Jones to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's into the open down the middle. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Hurricane.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. That's caught. It's Wilson. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Complete out left to Wilson. A big gain as he goes out of bounds on the last play before the 2-minute timeout. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Looking left. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Jones wants to throw it. Pressure coming. Working the middle. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. You get it to him, get the 1st down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll keep it on the ground. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
You know, as a quarterback, when you make good decisions like that, your coordinator and play caller are going to keep dialing up these RPO-type plays, right? Nobody open. You're not forcing the football into traffic. You're not freaking out and throwing it away or running out of bounds. Just go get what you can get. It's a positive play for the offense.
Jones to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The run inside. It's Montgomery. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gators!
So nice to have the run game. So nice to trust in it. So nice to cut this game to a one-possession game. Halftime now becomes a lot more bearable. Coaches ain't yelling and screaming. We got to get this fixed, but we got some positive mojo on our side.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. On the run, it's Fletcher. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. Running inside the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. His 3rd touchdown in the game. That's almost half of his total as he now has 7 on the year.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside. It's Pryor. Picks up the 1st down. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. And the Gators want to pick up the tempo. Jones wants to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Wilson. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Handoff from the gun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. This will likely be the last play of the half. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye that pull Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We start with Baylor taking on the Cal Golden Bears. And it's the Bears coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season. Make it 2 straight victories, and though their quest for perfection is over, this team is still very much alive in the playoff picture.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught by Wilson. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Jones to throw. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing the third down and goal.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
Looking to get it in. Give him 6. Touchdown, Gators!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Here's the give off the left side. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Throwing, Mensah. Makes the grab. Still running at the 40. Caught, and he's got room. The 20. Touchdown, Miami! He got a step and just dusted the field.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Jones wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Look at the big fella roll. Touchdown, Hurricane. Took it all the way back to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Jones to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. Turning on the Jets. Takes it all the way inside the 30, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 29.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Looking downfield on first down. They get to him as he throws. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Montgomery. Here's a little room there. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
What great explosiveness by this running back to break through and almost get to the house, Jesse, but just comes up short.
Well, I'll tell you, he had a lot of help downfield as well. Receivers getting blocks and making life easier on the back there. And all of a sudden now, this offense knocking on the door deep down in their opponent's territory.
Going to the run, it's Montgomery. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. On the ground, it's Fletcher. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He wants to change this route. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Here's a heat. Hit as he throws. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Here's Mensah to throw. Shoots it to the left. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Man, that takes some serious onions. Backed up inside your own 10, and you're going for it on 4th down. No dice. Offense now set up an easy position to get a score.
Jones wants to throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And this could be really huge for this defense, man. You got put in a horrible spot. You can complain, you can whine, if you want to. It ain't going to help nothing. Like, they do a great job being ready for the pass on first down. Now, 2nd down and goal. They've got to bow their necks. They got to find a way to continue to be physical and make some plays here and try to force the field goal.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He's looking to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Florida. Middle of the end zone. He's got it.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Snap in the shotgun. Moving away from pressure. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. They've got it to a 2-possession game, but now going for the onside kick here in the 3rd quarter. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And that is why they're called the hands team, people, on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Looking deep. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got two guys on him.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Oh, better look out. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be fourth down. One for two on fourth down attempts so far, and we will get a third attempt here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Florida! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of a game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Mensah. It's complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice game.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run. Back it up with a pass. Getting the first down. A few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. So now it's second and long. Might as well stick with him. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout. It's second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. And the Hurricanes have this offense rolling. The run inside. It's Fletcher.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Mensah. Using his feet to buy time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He's going to come up just a bit short. It'll bring up 4th down from the 43. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Quarterback may change this route. Here's Mensah to throw. Under fire. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
College football is a game of inches. Let's see how this thing plays out, man. They were just trying to ice the game. If they could have gotten that 4th down, that was ball game. Now the opponent has life. Their defense has given them a chance. Let's see what they can do.
Jones to throw. He's got him in the flat. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to pass.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game time.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And it's not a surprise so far in how this game is unfolding. Like, they're going to continue to feature this dude. Like, 3rd downs, get him the football. Shoot, 1st downs, you're going to get him the football. Had a good start to this football game, and I expect we're going to continue to hear his name over and over in this one.
The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback moving. He's got him. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Well, they're able to get the completion right now. You know the sense of urgency is up right here. They're in position to go win this game.
Yeah, and defensively, take your time getting off piles, make them eat clock, get your defense really, really quickly, and make sure you don't give up any big plays by not being organized.
Gonna run it. It's Montgomery. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Gators back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Pulls it and fires to the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy. Remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
And the Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Jones wants to throw it. It's complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going.